South Africa does not have evidence against Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, and yet they keep fighting day and night to extradite him so that they can prosecute him over accusations that he laundered money worth 102 million rands. The only reason South Africa is going after Bushiri so hard is because Bushiri is a black, successful African man, and he has been successful in his country, and he's successful in South Africa, and people are just jealousy because a fellow black man has succeeded. I'm going to say this. South Africa has failed to extradite or even prosecute the Guptas, who clearly have evidence of corruption, state capture, money laundering, and everything, embezzlement. The Guptas stole an alleged 7 billion US dollars out of South Africa, and they were aided by ANC officials, they were aided by judges, by almost every top official they rubbed shoulders with. These people benefited. And South Africa has a lot of evidence against the Guptas. I mean, even the reason why Jacob Zuma stepped down is because of the allegations, the state capture and everything linked to the Guptas. The only reason South Africa has failed to get the Guptas is because there are so many people who benefited from the Guptas, who stole money with them, who are going to go down with them if the Guptas are prosecuted. So there are a lot of people who do not want the Guptas to come back and face the music of corruption and state capture and money laundering that, they were involved in. So on the other hand, you have South Africans, day and night trying by all means to prosecute the man of God who only did good things in South Africa. Bushiri helped a lot of people in South Africa. He donated a lot of money, and his church employed a lot of people. His businesses have given South Africans jobs. On the other hand, the Guptas, even the mines that they bought, took away jobs from people. The Guptas only ransacked South Africa and they used it for the purpose of their own good. I mean, these are people who were flying in wedding guests at Waterkloof military base, which is supposed to be reserved for dignitaries. These people had Zuma do everything that they wanted at the turn of a hand. And on the other hand, now we have, South Africa trying by all means to extradite Bushiri, and it's not going to work. It is not going to work because Malawi knows that there is no evidence against Bushiri. I mean, there is no evidence because even some of the people who accused Bushiri, of stealing money from them, over like all the scams that he was accused in, he did pay back some of those families. And the reason why he paid back is not because he's guilty. He paid back because he said he was also scammed, because he also invested in some of those investments. He also lost a lot of money. Now, someone who lost a lot of money, is not guilty. And the reason why even they kept Bushiri in jail for so long, for 2-3 weeks, while they denied him bail, is because they could not find any evidence against him. All they have are accusations against Bushiri. Yet, on the other hand, the Guptas, they have clear evidence. Zuma's son was involved to Duduzane. I mean, we all know about the $1 million pad that they bought for him in Dubai, the exotic trips that they paid for him, and even the businesses that they helped him, found that he is using up to this day. The evidence against the Guptas is bare, is clear, is there for everyone to see. And yet South Africa has failed to prosecute their Guptas. South Africa has failed to extradite the Guptas. The evidence is very clear. Just right now, the trending story is Gigaba's wife saying that he used to come home with, bags of money from the Guptas. The evidence is there. Every now and then, new things, new evidence keeps coming up against the Guptas. But South Africa has failed to prosecute them. And on the other hand, they are fighting tooth and nail to try and prosecute Shepherd Bushiri, who has only done good things in South Africa. So my point is there is selective judgment here because Bushiri is a black man and the Guptas are not black. If the Guptas were black, they would have never even left South Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So the purpose of this video is just trying to highlight the differences, the way these two people are treated, Bushiri and the Guptas, and for you to see as a listener that, you know, it's very funny how South Africa operates. South Africa brands itself as a first world country, you know, but the way the system works in South Africa, it is a third world country. This is a country where you have a hotel, a posh hotel with people, you know, driving Lamborghinis, parking their cars by the hotel. And just across the road, you know, you have these shabins, you know, you have these, you know, like these shanty towns where people, you know, are like living in these shacks, and you know, they have no access to basic things. That is the problem with South Africa. But back to the matter at hand. South Africa should leave Bushiri alone. Let them focus on fighting the Guptas. Let them try to prosecute and extradite the Guptas, and then we'll talk about Shepherd Bushiri. My name is Hope. This is Hope TV. Thanks for listening.